Cape Town is South Africa's oldest city. It serves as the country's legislative capital, being the seat of the South African Parliament. It is the country's second largest city, after Johannesburg, and the largest in the Western Cape. The city is part of the City of Cape Town Metropolitan Municipality. The city is known for its harbour, its natural setting in the Cape Floristic Region, and for landmarks such as Table Mountain and Cape Point. In 2014, Cape Town was named the best place in the world to visit by the New York Times and similarly by the Daily Telegraph in 2016. The metropolis is South Africa's second main economic center and Africa's third main economic hub city. It serves as the regional manufacturing center in the Western Cape. In 2019, the city's GMP of R489 billion represented 71.1% of the Western Cape's total GRP and 9.6% of South Africa's total GDP. The city also accounted for 11.1%, of all employed people in the country and had a citywide GDP per capita of R111,364. Since the global financial crisis of 2007, the city's economic growth rate has mirrored South Africa's decline in growth, whilst the population growth rate for the city has remained steady at around 2% a year. Around 80% of the city's economic activity is generated by the tertiary sector of the economy, with the finance, retail, real estate, food and beverage industries being the four largest contributors to the city's economic growth rate. Most goods are handled through the Port of Cape Town or Cape Town International Airport. Most major shipbuilding companies have offices in Cape Town. The province is also a center of energy development for the country, with the existing Coburg nuclear power station providing energy for the Western Cape's needs. The Western Cape is a highly important tourist region in South Africa. The tourism industry accounts for 9.8% of the GDP of the province and employs 9.6% of the province's workforce. In 2010, over 1.5 million international tourists visited the area. Cape Town is not only a popular international tourist destination in South Africa, but Africa as a whole. This is due to its mild climate, natural setting, and well-developed infrastructure. The city has several well-known natural features that attract tourists, most notably Table Mountain, which forms a large part of the Table Mountain National Park and is the back end of the city bowl. Reaching the top of the mountain can be achieved either by hiking up, or by taking the Table Mountain Cableway. Cape Point is the dramatic headland at the end of the Cape Peninsula. Many tourists also drive along Chapman's Peak Drive, a narrow road that links Noordhoek with Hout Bay, for the views of the Atlantic Ocean and nearby mountains. It is possible to either drive or hike up Signal Hill for closer views of the city bowl and Table Mountain. Many tourists also visit Cape Town's beaches, which are popular with local residents. It is possible to visit several different beaches in the same day, each with a different setting and atmosphere. Both coasts are popular, although the beaches in affluent Clifton and elsewhere on the Atlantic coast are better developed with restaurants and cafes, with a strip of restaurants and bars accessible to the beach at Camps Bay. The Atlantic seaboard, known as Cape Town's Riviera, is regarded as one of the most scenic routes in South Africa, along the slopes of the 12 Apostles to the boulders and white sand beaches of Llandudno, with the route ending in Hout Bay, a diverse suburb with a fishing and recreational boating harbor near a small island with a breeding colony of African fur seals. This suburb is also accessible by road from the Constantia Valley over the mountains to the northeast, and via the picturesque Chapman's Peak Drive from the residential suburb Noordhoek in the Fish Hoek Valley to the southeast. Boulders Beach near Simonstown is known for its colony of African penguins. Thank you for staying with us for too long. See you next time with some interesting travel story.